Welcome to my channel, and if you're new, my name is Leah, and today I'm going to go ahead and take you along with me for some meal prep. It is Sunday here, and I needed to get some produce taken care of, some breakfast prep, so that is what we're going to work on today. First on my breakfast agenda is my layered flaky buttermilk biscuits. I will leave the recipe labeled down below in the description box for you. It is part of a biscuit and gravy video recipe, and it is so easy to follow along. You can screenshot the recipe card here that I have handwritten, but if you want to have some more details on that, check out the video. It's really descriptive and it has awesome reviews. People say it is the easiest biscuit recipe that they have used, so check that out. If you know my mom, you know that she is one of the most amazing bakers and cooks out there. In fact, her maiden name is Cook, ironically enough. But the amazing thing is that I actually got to teach her this recipe. So this is a winner in our book. What makes these biscuits just so unique and wonderful is the layers that they have, and you're going to achieve that by rolling out the dough and folding it over about 5 times. So if you want to have that full slowed down version for you to be able to follow along with, go to that video, but here I am just rolling it out and folding it back over a few times before I end up cutting out the biscuits. I personally have not noticed a difference in the baking of the biscuits, whether you use a metal baking pan or you use a glass Pyrex dish, for example. They're all going to turn out great, I feel like, and you don't need to grease them. There's plenty of butter in the biscuits. To go on those biscuits, I ended up cracking about 10 eggs total to make some muffin cup eggs, and then I used that for the sandwiches. So here I started out, I think that was probably 7 eggs, and then I needed to get a few more later. But I used my muffin pan and I sprayed that with some olive oil, and then to season it I used that everything but the bagel sesame seasoning blend from Trader Joe's, which you can get from multiple stores. Trader Joe's just happens to be the originator of this awesome seasoning, so pretty sure you can get the same thing basically from any store. Then after they were scrambled, I just put those into the greased muffin pan, baked it at 425 at the same time as the biscuits were finishing in the oven as well. So both of those were in there at the same time. I do think next time I bake my eggs for a meal prep, I'm going to add some milk. I was told that that's going to help whenever you have to reheat them later throughout the week. They'll stay more fluffy that way, but they turned out really good. I don't think my husband's gonna have a problem. I've always cooked them like this without the milk and it's been fine. I'm definitely curious to see how they turn out differently if I use the milk next time. And if you thought I was going to get a new gallon Ziploc bag for these, you were wrong. I am still holding out strong on my breakfast burrito labeled Ziploc bag. We're going to continue to recycle that until I no longer can. So slicing the biscuits, these are fresh. In one of my last breakfast prep videos, I said that having frozen biscuits that I had put into my freezer from homemade sliced way easier, and that is true, but it was still fine. I wrap the whole sandwich up into the paper towel, and this is going to help whenever you reheat them in the microwave. I will say one trick that my husband has learned is to defrost it first, or if you have time and you think about it, go ahead and put it into the fridge the night before you want to take it to work. Next, I'm going to use the grease from the sausage I cooked earlier and make some gravy. I'm just adding some flour to it along with salt and pepper and regular milk. And you can find the full recipe for this if you want to watch the biscuit and sausage gravy recipe that I have listed for you below. Matthew McConaughey.
Wait, is this a recipe book?
Yes, it is. It's called a cookbook. Can you put this in the garbage, please? I decided to make the gravy a little bit thinner than normal this time because it is going to be reheated a few different times throughout the week, and that will thicken it up. So next I'm going to make a recipe that I shared with you previously as well. I am doing the Amish baked oatmeal, and this time I'm just going to do it in casserole dishes, but you can also find the recipe for this online. I will link it in the description box below for you. And if you're going to use the muffin version, you'll just need to add some applesauce to it. And I am telling you, it is so amazing. I've shared it with several people and they are all raving about it as well. It is amazing, and I decided to use oat milk in it for both times that I've made this, and it worked out great. I used maple syrup in it instead of brown sugar, and that was fantastic as well. So honestly, this is probably going to be something that I make every single week. For flavor, your options are endless, I'm sure. I really like to use pecans and frozen blueberries in mine, but I'm sure you could also use other frozen fruit. You could use the applesauce like I did last time, and then also I double the cinnamon whenever I make this, so something to keep in mind. But here I have all of the breakfast finished for the week. I have the baked oatmeal, breakfast sandwiches, as well as some biscuits, gravy, and a few eggs. Now we go through strawberries like water in this house, so I am just using some Trader Joe's wash, letting this soak in my sink for about 10 or 15 minutes, and then I'm going to rinse them off. Next, I'm just going to go ahead and take off the tops from the strawberries. That way my son can just grab them whenever he wants and doesn't have to worry about prepping them himself. And my daughter also loves to get into the strawberries as well. So this way they're just completely ready for my kids. As far as the cleaning method, I've been using that wash I showed you, but you could also use a Dr. Bronner's I've seen people do, as well as vinegar. That should help keep them fresher, I've been told, but I've been using this Fresh Box and it's been working amazing. So I have the gravy for Weston for a few days, and then this I'm just gonna put into the fridge because it'll be gone in just a couple of days. And then these are all of the sandwiches for Dakota. I'm gonna stick these ones into the freezer with the paper towel because once they go into the microwave, this helps it not be I also wanted to refill some of our pantry staples. These Bombas are from Trader Joe's, and we also go through these like water. We go through phases with a lot of things, but as long as we can get our hands on these, it's a staple in our home. All right, we have some breakfast prepped for Dakota, for Weston, and I have a kitchen to clean, so Sunday is halfway through. That is all I have for today. Thanks for hanging out with me and getting meal prep done. Hopefully it was able to inspire you to do the same for your home this week. If you haven't subscribed yet, I would love for you to become part of this community and get to know me in the comments below. I love talking with you all, sharing ideas. You all are awesome, and thank you so much for supporting this channel. I hope you are having an awesome day wherever you are, and I will see you in the next video.